What's up, everybody? This is Eric Tippett. I hope you are having an amazing day. I just had the most amazing surf session and I am feeling inspired to shoot this quick video. I'm going to call this rejection-free recruiting. You know, recruiting sponsoring is probably the number one topic most people are talking about in how to build my home business, my network marketing business. So there's really going to be two parts to this. One part is there's three emotions that you need to tap into to get anybody to buy or to take action. And if you don't tap into one of these emotions, nobody's doing anything. But before I get started into that, really there's one emotion I want to be very aware of and bring to the very front of this video. And that emotion is uncertainty. If you're uncertain when you go out and talk to somebody, just remember this, that people watch more than they listen. People watch more than they listen, meaning they're watching you, they're watching how you feel about what you talk about. They can feel that vibration, that energy of what you're talking about, and are you uncertain or are you absolute certain about what you're talking about? So uncertainty is the killer of anything in life. Relationships, if I'm uncertain about who I'm dating, I'm probably going to lose motivation and excitement with that person, and gradually we're going to be apart. So uncertainty, you need to be sure and very certain about whatever business you're getting into. You know, one of the biggest things I constantly hear people talk about is I'm just going to work it part-time, kind of see how it goes. Well, you know what? That's the quickest way to be uncertain about something, because you're dabbling. And dabbling is what you do with hobbies, and businesses, you're certain about it, and that's what makes you money. All right, so I just want you to be very aware of uncertainty. Really have a heart-to-heart with yourself. That are you certain about whatever business that you're in, that you're comfortable and certain about talking to other people about it. Okay? All right, so when I talk about there's three emotions that you need to be very aware of that create action in any business. There's a lot of mindset and psychology getting into this. So I actually put that on my blog. With this video, it's going to be kind of a whole video blog, if you will, on my site, erictippett.com/blog. All right, and I'm going to give you those three emotions, then get into each emotion and how you actually tap that emotion with any prospect that you get into. All right, the second thing I want to talk about is recruiting, rejection-free recruiting. Now, when I talk about recruiting or sponsoring, you really can look at it in two ways. Number one is team building. How do I go out and recruit people into my business and into my organization? And number two, how do I go out and recruit customers into my business? And again, recruiting customers and recruiting team members, go read the three emotions that cause people to take action, because that really hits in the customer building also. Because you've got people that are currently already using products, currently already in a habit of doing things a certain way, and what you're asking them to do is create a pattern break and let me change what you're doing into what I can help provide to you. And so you need to tap into one of those emotions before a customer is going to start. All right, so rejection-free recruiting. So one of the biggest, there's really three things that I hear constantly. Now there's a lot more than three, but three main topics, if you will, as I talk to people. Number one is reputational risk. So I have reputational risk, meaning most people say, hey, go down right, your family, your friends, your neighbors, your pool guy, whatever. Well, if you're uncertain and you feel like, man, what if they reject me and I have reputational risk, meaning now they know I'm a part of that kind of company. I'm so scared, I don't know what to do. Okay, how do you overcome reputational risk? Meaning you eliminate that altogether. Okay, I'm going to teach you exactly how you do that and how you eliminate, first of all, rejection or resistance, and you eliminate any reputational risk in any sponsoring or recruiting that you do. The second is, how do I open the door? You know, I'm not a huge networker. I'm not an extrovert. I'm not out there where people are just out there tapping on everybody's shoulder and always be closing, the 5-foot rule. You know, most people are not like that. They're not salespeople. They don't like to pitch and convince and close and do parties and things like that. So how do you open the door to even talk about your business? So I want to give you a tool, and I want to give you insight content to make it very simple to open the door and talk about your business. Literally in the blink of an eye, in less than 5 seconds, you can have somebody asking you, tell me more about your business. Tell me more about what you're doing. And it's proven by literally tens of thousands of people of how to open up the door in a reputational, risk-free way. All right, the third is, you guys probably have never heard that. I'd love to get into the business, I just don't have the money. Or, I'd love to stay in the business, I just don't have the money. Or, I love it, but I just don't have the funds right now. How do you overcome the money obstacle, the dreaded money obstacle? Okay, the biggest way to overcome the money obstacle is to show them that it really is not costing them any money, that it's putting money back in their pocket. And so I want to show you how you do that in literally less than 30 seconds. And so, perfect way to explain that is going from, hey, I've got this amazing opportunity. Hey, would you take 5 minutes? Or are you open to an opportunity? Would you like to take 5 minutes and learn more about it? The challenge, that's great and that works for people. But the challenge for that to me is that as soon as you talk about an opportunity, immediately in my mind, I think of what's the cost going to be. Opportunity is I got to pay to do something. You're gonna give me an opportunity. I need to pay to get it. Correct? So most people are very scared about that. How much is it going to cost me? Oh my gosh, they're going to close me. It's going to cost me something. Very different than saying, hey, I didn't realize that Shelly and I were losing money every single month. Are you interested in maybe how much you're losing? Okay, now I went from, hey, it's going to cost me money to, oh my gosh, I'm losing money. Wow, I didn't realize I was losing money. Where am I losing money? And very quickly, that brings somebody into and closer wanting to know more about your business. So, one of the things I constantly talk about is if you want to be a magnet attracting people to you, you need to make sure that you have value. I call it your PVL, your personal value level. You need to increase your personal value level, meaning you need to learn, you need to grow, you need to evolve, you need to read, and a wealth of information. And what you find is that when you start increasing your PVL, your personal value level, you start attracting people because you're very valuable to them. They see that there's value to joining you and being a part of your business. If you're flipping burgers over at the burger stand, you come over and tell me how to make $10,000 a month. Are you getting me? Come on, give me a break. You want to make it to where it's something that takes away any of that risk of whatever money you're currently making. This is really about them and about helping them start to keep more of what they make currently. How do they make more on top of that? And then third, this is about their dreams, their desires, their wants, their goals, and how do you really get into that? So I just did a webinar. I'm doing the replay of that webinar. I think you guys will be absolutely blown away at how simple really prospecting, recruiting can be, and overcoming each of these 3 different obstacles. Now go to MLMrecruitingwebinar.com. You can get the replay for a limited time. I am excited to connect with you, excited for you to go through this content, this webinar, and really see how simple and effective some of these tools, some of these techniques can be. So, have an amazing day. I look forward to connecting with each and every one of you. We'll see you at the top. Bye-bye.